You'll excuse me, the network is very terrible. You really excuse me. But we are finishing off. We're finishing off. I think when the network like cuts from your side, when it comes back, it doesn't. I don't know. It comes back weak. The weak erection when it comes back. You can hear me, Mus. You see
Yeah, I can
now,
hear you, my
very
brother.
clear.
Is the network
We
good
are
now?
clear now. I can hear myself. There's no problem. I can hear you. There's no problem. But once it cuts and comes back, then I'm start hearing echoes, and from your side, it's breaking almost every 10 seconds. And I really wanted to speak about these last topics that we are having right now, as the people are still coming in. You will forgive us, Abantu Benkosi, but Chaba, please. Banaba Hosi, we are having issues. We are doing part 4, yes. Yeah, but we have to get it right. We have to get it right. I promise you guys, I will do a live recording with him in person. That is something that I will do this year. And no, I'm looking forward to that also, being next to the brother and going to like it's very important. It's a blessing to have you know a brother in the space of content creation. It's not easy. Content creators look at each other as a competition. And what was your last comment? Yeah, we were busy talking about Chidima. We were closing off about the energy of Chidima, and like Decent Q said, it's nothing legal because Chidima is allowed to come to South Africa. Chidima was here. There is a small issue about her mother and the crime that she supposedly has committed. But she went to court and she was then released on 10,000 bail or something like that. But the problem I have is that you South Africans, you are living in a harmony with your colonizers, but you cannot tolerate Chidima. But your colonizers, you are okay with them. No, they don't have any problems with you. I stay in the Northern Cape, not too far from Orania. I can tell you without any shadow of doubt that black people don't have a problem with Orania. They can say they have a problem, but they don't have a problem. Nobody has ever organized a march to Orania. Nobody has ever. Why? Like Decent Q is saying, the people of Orania are within the law of South Africa doing what they are doing. That's why nobody has bothered them. That's why government has never said anything about Orania because what they are doing is within the constitution of our republic. So, hi Norman, TQ, it's tough. Do you think that some Africans will ever unite, Buffett? We are fighting so much. The Songas are arguing with the vendors. The vendors are arguing with the Xhosas. The Xhosas don't want the Zulus. The Zulus don't want the Sotus. Um, are we in our real mind wanting to see Africans unite? If we cannot, this is what people are saying. If we cannot even unite in South Africa, why are we allowing the Zimbabweans and the whoever to come in our land and we are expected to live in peace and harmony with them? Just they're cut of here. Ah, okay. Yeah, Jelasela, but you can continue.
I don't think we'll unite anytime soon, my brother.
Hmm.
In the sense of unity being unity as to what are we supposed to do now, us as blacks against other races, us as Africans against. So I think we can unite on a smaller things that we can all agree on. But being one, I don't want to unite and be one with everyone. I'm good as a Tonga man. I'm good, my brother, to be honest. I love being Tonga. There's a certain pride that comes with me being Tonga. But I don't mind uniting or supporting our President Cyril Ramaphosa when he's being attacked, with the MK party, with the Zulu people, with the Tswana people. We can all come together and protect the dignity of our president being attacked by outside races. They are attacking him by proxy, they are attacking us, trying to shame us, trying to ridicule us. We can unite on that. The land issue, if they really want, they can come to Limpopo, there's plenty of land. We'll get land this side, my brother, to be honest. Here, there's land for days. They can come to Limpopo, they will get the land. I don't think the land is going to unite black people because not all black people want the land. We are back, my brother.
Yes.
The problem with
Ash, are you using Wi-Fi or data?
I'm using data, my brother.
But why is it giving? With data, usually doesn't give problem. Unless if there's a network issue.
I tried to unity. Why people want to unite so bad? Are they ready to embrace the culture of Tonga people? Do they know what comes with embracing the Tonga culture? If they want to unite and be one, are they ready to unite with the Tonga people? And that's unity. Unity to be one. Unity can never be one. I can abandon my principles that relate with my culture. I can never abandon my family traditions. I can never do that. But we can unite on other things. But we can't unite and be one culture. It can never happen. Our ancestors won't allow us to abandon our cultures, my brother. So the unity shouldn't be about destroying people's cultures, destroying people's beliefs. The unity should be unity on purpose. What are we uniting to do as the black people? Are we trying to build systems, build schools that are black owned, black excellence, black independently owned? Let's unite on that. Why must I abandon my cultures for some new culture? Like like why? I'm still Tonga, but we can unite in
Yeah,
fighting for a
unity
common
does
mission.
unity does not mean you have to abandon your culture. Me and you have defaulted united behind English without even knowing. The clothes that we wear are English. Let me not say English, they are foreign. They are foreign. The building materials that we are using are coming from our minerals mined by these white companies and everything. In unity, and especially in Pan-Africanism, we are not saying a Nigerian must leave being Nigerian and be a Tonga man. That is an unfair ask, an
It's
unrealistic
not
one.
fair.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, my
not.
brother.
It's not fair. It's not fair. But like we must unite behind the common denominator of being black. We are
Definitely,
Africans.
definitely.
Yeah. Let us, as
Yeah,
Africans, like you say, agree to build schools. For what? For African children.
definitely, my brother. Let's all unite. The black be proud being black. We can unite in black consciousness. Ties the black people. We can unite on that. All of us. There's no one who disagrees that the black kids must become more empowered now, more than ever. We can unite over that mission, my brother. And we don't have to do it together in one place. You can do it at your community. one vision, it's one plan. We are following this plan we have decided on, but we don't have to do it together parallel as one thing. I can do my community. You can do it in your community. My brother was
Yeah.
saying many black people they expect so much from this unity. They don't understand what it is. They're just saying, let's unite, let's unite. But what are we uniting on? Like, are you gonna unite with someone who doesn't even understand your culture? What happens when you're in one room? The other one has to pray and kneel down because une religion Islam. What happens when someone is gonna be to my ancestors? Have you even united in the conversations you are having? Did you even agree to unite over having concrete, educational, and very open minded discussions about learning about each other? Have we ever even united to understand different languages, what they mean to people? We can't just abandon our languages and go unite over Swahili. I've never spoken Swahili, not even once. Why should I put my whole focus on Swahili when we can speak English and hear each other properly? It's a colonizer's language. But what else is like everything else is colonizers. We have united behind it, like you say, my brother, and there's nothing wrong with it. Why must you go and unite over a new language? A new language, my brother, you know how much it takes to learn a language. It's gonna be difficult. These people want so much from this unity. They're willing to overlook the important things that make us who we are. Our ancestors, some of us won't allow us to abandon who we are, my brother. We'll have to unite on something else, but not uniting over one culture. Our ancestors will beat us alive, my brother. So people must not expect so much from this unity. They must not expect so much. It
So you
won't be
think
hard, my
you
brother.
think your
So you think your
ancestors,
you think your
our
ancestors,
ancestors, because me and you have
our
got the same
ancestors, because me and
ancestors,
you have got the same
uh,
ancestors,
they are
uh,
happy on us
they
speaking
are happy
English
on
and not
us speaking
speaking.
English
They
and
will
not
be more
speaking.
angrier
They
if
will
we
be
spoke
more angrier if
Kiswahili.
we spoke Swahili. Do they even know Swahili? Do they know
Yeah, but where do
Swahili?
our people
Imagine,
come?
imagine you going to Pasha. If maybe you Pasha to your ancestors in Swahili, will they hear you? Who in your family has ever spoken Swahili? You know your Tonga language, you know your Sutu language, you know your Pedi language. When you go back home with your family, you speak your home language. But here online, not many people can connect with us. If we decided to speak Tonga, we would never be united with everyone watching us, my brother. But because English is a unification language, we can speak it. But Mario Pasha, speak your home language. Which ancestor? Ancestors of Bapedi, your Pashama ancestor wako in Swahili. They won't allow that. They won't hear you.
This
On them.
network. Okay. Also, are you saying black
So
people
are you
should
saying
be
black
comfortable with
people should
speaking
be
English forever? Like there shouldn't be a black
there
language
shouldn't be
that
a
can
black language
unite
that
us
can unite
educationally.
us
I'm not saying
educationally.
a
I'm
Tonga
not
person
saying
must
a
change
Tonga
their
person
tribal
must change their
and whatever,
tribal
but there shouldn't
and
be
whatever,
a
but
black
there
language that
shouldn't
we
be
can speak
a
as
black
all
language that
Africans,
we can
but
speak
we
as
should
all
rather speak to
Africans,
English
but we
because
should rather
it's the
speak to
colonizers'
English
language and
because
there's
it's the
nothing we can do
colonizers'
about it.
language and there's nothing we can do about it. Yes, my brother. There's nothing, excuse me, there's nothing we can do about that fact. And my brother, when you go to Josie, when you go to Josie in CBD, whether for varsity, whether for school, whether for residency, you already know. You speak Zulu there. they will hear you. All people from all walks of life. When you come to Limpopo, you must be ready. When you go to Polokwane, to unite with those people, you must be ready to adapt, to unite with them in Sepedi. When you go to Venda, you must be adaptive to unite with those people. You don't have to speak Swahili. They don't know Swahili there, my brother. You either speak English or you adapt and learn Chivenda. So the only way for us to unite is for us to learn more African languages, because if you want to travel, you'll have to be very adaptive, my brother. You have to be very adaptive, because you'll go to KwaZulu. You'll have to speak Zulu. There's no Swahili in KwaZulu. AmaZulu don't want to hear that. You'll come to Limpopo. You'll have to speak the Tonga languages here, the Venda languages, or speak in English. There's no ways our grandmothers, our grandfathers have to learn Swahili, my brother. Swahili. I don't even know Swahili. Why should we speak Swahili? Who speaks Swahili in my family? Do you know how much decades it will take for us to teach Swahili? Where are we going to get the teachers? Oh, we have to bring the foreigners to be teachers, to teach in Swahili. Not many people will agree. Foreigners coming to occupy the school system just because they have to teach Swahili. There's no black South African who will teach Swahili. You'll have to go and take people there in Africa to come and teach Swahili. For what? Because of unity. There won't be unity. Black South Africans will be very angry that our schools, foreigners teaching in our schools. Unity 101. You'll see this unity 101. Just create so many divisions, my brother. I'm telling you.
Very interesting. Very interesting views there. Yeah. Now, for me, Swahili is the most spoken black language in Africa, and I think an African is an advantage to speak that language, not to adopt the culture, but just like our children are learning Afrikaans in school, which is a useless language outside our country. I mean, yeah, but yeah, I hear your thoughts on that. I respect it. So you're saying Africans cannot unite because we are different, because that thinking is the same thinking as the Afrikaners are doing. They don't want to unite because they are different. So why are we angry at them for not wanting to speak our language or put our children in their school and everything? But then we want African unity.
My brother, we can unite. It's gonna be very easy for us to unite as black people in Africa. But let's not unite on the things that are gonna take away people's identities. That's what I'm saying. Like uniting over one culture, uniting over one language, uniting over one religion. That's gonna strip away people's identity. Many people won't agree with that. Let's unite on a mission. We are building universities, Pan-Africanist universities. We can unite on that. There's no one who's gonna have a problem with that. Why do we have a problem? It's like it's just a school. Just donate. It's a school. Uniting over the ideas of black people finally loving themselves, taking back their power, black empowerment, having more messages, more messengers, telling black children in school that it's fine. You can also do it. You don't have to feel defeated. We can unite over sharing ideas of opening companies, black owned, black excellence. We can unite over that. We can unite over music. Black people have united with music now more than ever because it's Gupu. It's Gupu. It's easy for us to unite on. The music is uniting people. There is nowhere in the music where people are saying, why are you speaking this language? There's all languages in the music. There's Zulu, there's Xhosa, there's Pedi, and the melodies. The melodies don't have a language. The melodies go straight to the soul. So it's easy to unite. Let's not complicate it. Let's not take away from people's identity because we want to unite. Let's unite on things that can easily make all of us proud. You know, Like, don't take away people who they are. A language, the problem with the language, my brother, is that it's gonna take time to learn a language, you know. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take decades to learn a language.
It
Many
took
people
time to
don't
learn
even know.
English
It took time to learn English. It took
and
time.
Afrikaans.
Like, and Afrikaans. How much time are you willing to spend just trying to learn a language? The world is moving. The world is moving. Like other races, they are moving. But with us, my brother, we are so diverse. Even in South Africa, let me just leave it in the context of South Africa. They are so diverse to the point whereby there's 9 languages. There's even a new language called sign language. So imagine, some people can't even learn Sepedi because they are Tonga. Now they must learn Swahili. What about learning a language that will be helpful for them as Tonga people when they go to Pulukwa? Let's just first learn the languages of our immediate surrounding. And if it's difficult, just speak English, my brother. Just speak English, my brother. Just speak English. There's no one who doesn't speak English.
The Chinese president does not speak English. The Portuguese president does not speak English. The French, the Russian president does not speak English. They speak their language, and there's other languages in their country, but they are proud of their. I think we black people were too acceptant of the colonizers' language. You will never hear the Chinese president speak English. He knows English, but he doesn't speak it publicly. And also, you will never hear Putin speaking English. He doesn't have time for that. You see, so okay.
I think, yeah, we can be very optimistic all we want, my brother. And I like black people being optimistic. But it shouldn't get to a point whereby we end up being delusional. Because look at our country. All the whole country. Look at in China. They speak their own Chinese language. The same, they look alike. They are one family. It's easy for them to preserve that. With us, Ngamalala tried it. President Ngamalala, Jacob Zuma, tried to speak Zulu only. Look at what it got him. It didn't get him support in Free State because he was speaking Zulu only. It didn't get him support in Limpopo because he was speaking Zulu only. Look, when they speak English and relate to everyone, they get the support. And I'm not saying we should embrace this colonizers' language, but sometimes, my brother, it's in us. Look at the kids we are raising. They speak English more than they speak even the home languages. Should we destroy their hopes of going to America potentially?
You guys will excuse us. Yeah, you can finish your point, my brother.
I'm saying, my brother, the kids, they're already learning English. TikTok English, AI English. They're playing games in English. Why should you destroy the hopes of these young kids because you want to teach them Swahili? What if they have they won't speak Swahili in America? They'll have to speak English. What if they have hopes of being a radio host and they want to touch the whole nation? They can't speak Swahili. They have to speak English, my brother. So learning Swahili will be very difficult. I don't know if I will attend those classes of Swahili because hey, I'm too busy, my brother, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you, my brother. Thank you for sharing your. What's going on now? Okay, thank you so for sharing your views on that. Some of the people on the comment section, they stand with you and support what you are saying about English. You know, I guess, like I said, we'll differ on that one. Other people don't want to challenge English as an international language. I'm thinking of a forever thing. Is it gonna be forever? that Africans are going to speak English and it should be accepted like that. If it is for some Africans, I right, but I'm not one of those people who think like that. I want Africans to move to embracing their own languages. And then when English people come to South Africa, they must learn Zulu. They must learn Zulu and speak Zulu here, or they must get an interpreter who can interpret Zulu into English. Just like when you are going to China, you speak English and there's an interpreter there sitting there interpreting it in Chinese. But anyways, yeah, it's a topic that is going to take forever. Right now, in our closing remarks, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
I want us to close with the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters. And I want to hear your predictions on the 2026 local elections. First, give me what you think the ANC, how are they going to do? The MK, with their problems with Floyd Shivambu getting attacked left and right. The DA and the EFF, the top four.
Okay, my brother. I think the elections will be disappointing for everyone, like they're always disappointing each and every year. Whether someone increase in the vote, whether someone decrease, there will always be disappointment. Let's be honest. So the elections, my prediction is that there will be so much disappointment, whether for me or for you or for someone else. People are going to be disappointed in the results they are going to witness in 2026. But should the focus be on the numbers, like the percentage each political party get, or should the focus be on the work? Anything for black people, the vote. And since we are going to a well scary territory, my brother, where there's no political party that's going to be getting majority, 2/3 majority the MK party is preaching is a fallacy, is a big dream, and is a wet dream. They need to wake up because the bed is going to be very wet. They need to wake up quick. 2/3 majority will never happen.
Oh my goodness. The network, guys, the network. But we are closing off. You guys can bear with us for 5 more minutes. We're having DQ's last thoughts on that.
I'm saying I'm a fighter, my brother. I'm fully 100% behind EFF. I believe the ideas, my brother, they should be implemented. And the problem, one thing I've realized, people want the ideas their political parties stand for to be only implemented by their party. But they forget parties almost stand for similar things. The ANC can implement a lot of policies that the EFF also agrees on, and they can be implemented by the ANC. It's also a win for the EFF because they're getting what they want. The MK party might be standing for something, but they're not in power to implement it. But there's a party that is there and is implementing some of the things they want. They should be happy that when they finally get into power, if it happens, they won't have much to deal with. They don't have to start from scratch because there's already a foundation of some of the things they stand for being implemented. You don't have to be a president to influence where the country is going. President Jacob Zuma is influencing a lot of policies within the ANC. We might not believe it now, but because of the pressure they are forced to even implement some of the things he claims to stand for because they want to keep that vote. They see, oh, this guy is getting votes because he's preaching this. Let's just implement this and make him forget about that and make him worry about something else. Look at the Bella bill. The EFF has been marching for the Bella bill. They thought they were going to be the ones to implement it. ANC Atipa, Shai Bella bill. Look at NHI. MK party believes in free healthcare. All political parties believe in free healthcare, but it's implemented by who? The ANC. So, my brother,
Yes.
I was saying these political parties have similarities, my brother. And we should just be happy when we see some things that we want to happen happening. Doesn't matter if it's done by your party, but it's being done. There is it. You see it there. At least they're taking some load off your party. Your party doesn't have to start from the beginning. So I think the ANC, my brother, will shock a lot of people.
Mm. Mm.
Because election, the by-elections, the ANC is power. Even KZN, it's regaining the power from IFP, regaining the power from the DA, from the MK party, from the EFF. It's regaining all that lost ground. Even in the DA, my brothers, in the Western Cape, the ANC has been taking back some wards in the by-elections from the DA, you know. So I think this thing of prediction is gonna make a lot of us become so disappointed because the elections are disappointing, my brother. After all, they are rigged. Let's be honest, they are rigged. So, what makes you think they won't rig them to favor the ANC? To create a perspective or a perception that no, the ANC is coming back to power. Look at it, it has gained the power, it's coming back. What will stop the funders of the ANC, the market, to do that for public perspective? For the perception. Politics is perception. They can fund it. Look what they did to the EFF. Do you believe those are the votes of the EFF? They, by just decreasing 1%, they changed the perception. Now people believe the EFF is dying because of 1%. What makes you think if they give the ANC 5% and the ANC goes to 45? The perception will change. Everyone now will be like, yo, ANC is growing. They want to go back. They want to jump ship from the MK party and go back. The elections are disappointing, my brother. Elections
Mm.
are very disappointing. You can never know because they are rigged. The problem is that they are rigged and you are not there when they're counting. So they're gonna disappoint a lot of people. A lot of people are still gonna be disappointed. Majority of the people who believe the ANC is gonna die, I feel sorry, my brother, because by the look of things, I believe the ANC. Many people understand. They believe the ANC is gonna take the land, but because it's written land redistribution, they're gonna believe the ANC is trying to do that because of perception. Many of the voters, my brother, are old people, people who are not engaged like me and you, people who don't want to do investigation and understand. So they just listen to the news and be like, oh, ANC is taking back the land. They will believe that. The only thing they listen to is a radio. They listen to a radio, they don't care to go and investigate. They're working a 9 to 5. They will believe it because of perception. So my brother, ANC is gonna shock a lot of people. You can even tell by just how Abo Panyas they're not worrying. Ramaphosa is so chilled, he's not worrying. Abo Fikile Mbalula, they're not worrying because they know there's some deals, my brother. There's some deals. Why are these people so chilled? It's like Abatata Zeli. They know something we don't know. Let's be honest. They know something we
So
don't know, my brother. These
decent
people
Q,
are not Tata Zeli.
decent Q, Raw is saying the ANC might reach 45% next year.
Yeah, my brother, it might regain some support.
Mm. 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 The
It
EFF.
might, my brother. The EFF definitely has to grow. It will grow. But by how many percent? What
Mm.
will the rigged machine give the EFF?
Mm.
What about the MK party? The
Mm.
DA has been getting the same level of vote. That means the
Mm.
DA is not contesting elections. It's only these other political parties contesting for the remaining like 78%. Is it 78? No, yeah, 78% because the DA has been getting 22, 20, 21, 22, 20, 21 forever. So these other black political parties are contesting for a remaining 78, if not 78, 80%. So what about the MK party? And if the MK party gains, who's gonna lose? The ANC, the EFF? If the EFF gains, who's gonna lose? The MK party, the ANC? If ANC gains, who's gonna lose? Definitely not the DA, my brother. The DA won't lose. The DA won't lose. These other two political parties will have to lose if one political party between them goes up. So who's gonna be the sacrificial lamb, my brother? Is it gonna be the ANC? Is it gonna be the EFF? Is it gonna be the MK party? The DA is out of the conversation. The DA is guaranteed to stay wherever it is, my brother. It's guaranteed. The market won't allow the DA to decline. They won't. Because after all, this thing is funded, is rigged. So do you think they will rig it against the DA? They will rig it against these loud black people who are always making noise and giving them headaches, my brother. So who's gonna win? I think we are about to watch a movie, my brother. What about the other parties? What about Patriotic Alliance? What about IFP? What about Action SA, my brother? Pella, each political party that's gonna increase the vote is gonna be a decline for one of these big political parties, whether EFF, ANC, or MK party. The DA is out of the conversation. These people, they're fighting for 80%, if not 79 or 78%. Which political party is gonna get majority? And if you get majority, who's gonna lose majority? For one political party to get majority, one political party has to lose majority, my brother.
It's
Just
true.
look at the numbers. If ANC gains 5%, MK party that means has to lose 5%, go back to 10%. Or EFF goes from 9 to 4%. If Umkhonto goes to 20, ANC has to go to 35, or EFF has to go to 4. If EFF gains 5, who between these two political parties is gonna lose 5%? You see, my brother. So we are
Mm.
still going to be disappointed. Is there gonna be independent political parties coming through? We're not ready for that conversation because, like, we're not ready. There's a new ballot of independent. What if there's a new political party that is gonna come through, sweep this whole thing? A new radical person who's favored by everyone. So my brother, we're not ready. We are gonna be very disappointed. 2026,
Mm.
a lot of people they're gonna get heartbroken, my brother.
Mm. Yeah,
Very
no, no, no. I
heartbroken. It's gonna
believe
be.
I hear what you're saying, and I agree with most of what you're saying. The votes are rigged. The DA is safe on 20-22%. Nothing is gonna change. It's our black people who don't want to unite who will have to suffer from one party to another. Your closing remarks, my brother. I mean, if the people call us again, we must see each other, if not once a month, at least once every 2 months, up until I come to Limpopo and we do a proper recording there without network challenges. Um, what is your closing remarks? Anything you wanted to get off your chest?
Okay, my brother. Closing remarks. I would tell my fellow black African people to not expect so much from each other, my brother. After all, we are different people coming from different backgrounds. And we should stop expecting so much from politicians, my brother, and political parties. People must start taking back their independence. You being independent in your thought, independent in your thinking, in your doing of things, doesn't take away your love for your political party. You can still support EFF, still support MK party, ANC, whatever. But you must be independent, my brother. You can't allow you can't allow yourself to just go with the group think. You must retain some sense of individuality, my brother. You must have
Oh,
your own opinions from, like, Don't always agree with people for what? Because of some black unity, we must now all speak the same thing. The black unity conversation is the most contested conversation because you are not ready to dive deep into it, my brother. You are not ready to even speak about the kings, the kingdoms. What about the kingdoms? What about the political parties that don't even agree with each other? They are black political parties. What about the black businesses that are in competition with each other in the market? They are competing, my brother, for a profit. Are they going to unite? So why should we unite and leave the businesses to contest? What about the taxi drivers, my brother, who are coming from one tribe, murdering each other, coming from one tribe? Are they going to unite because of some black unity? It's going to take time, and it shouldn't be about taking away from people, my brother. It shouldn't. So the message I have for everyone who's watching is that don't expect a lot from people, my brother. Whether it's your content creators, whether it's your politicians, just retain a sense of individuality. Retain a sense of what can you claim that this is yours. Who are you? Like ubani wena. Don't tell us about your father. Who are you wena? You know, my brother. So people must self introspect and dive deep to find who they are, because people like to project, and I'm sure you see this a lot when people comment. They like to think they know you. It's like they like to think they know what you're gonna say. It's like, why are you saying that? You shouldn't say that. You are king said so, you can't say that. It's like they think they know you, but they just don't know themselves to allow themselves to chill back and hear you. They must listen to you. They will finally understand who you are. When they overjudge you, they're coming to watch you with a preconceived notion of who you are. They get disappointed when you preach things like, me, I'm all about unity. I don't like the MK party and the EFF fighting. They get disappointed. When they come to me, I'm like, no, 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 no. Me, I don't like Floyd Shibambu because of 1, 2, 3. They get disappointed because they think just because I'm a pan-Africanist, I'm going to agree with everything black people do. I want to agree with everything. I can't agree with lies because they're coming from a black person. I must agree with them, my brother. I can't agree with treacherous behavior because it's coming from a black person. I must unite with traitors, treacherous behavior. I can't trust that. Imagine if I can't trust close people next to me, being traitors, being liars, being deceivers. What will I do with people very far from me, trying to be my leader in society, my brother? It's going to be very difficult for me to do that. And people expect us to just accept everything in the name of black unity. Black unity is going to be the most contested conversation. Beyond politics, there's deeper issues, bruh, that comes with black unity. We are still our individuals people, my brother. Like, we are still individual beings coming from different walks of lives. Are we ready to listen to each other about our tribes? We're not ready. Are you ready to learn Tonga? They are not ready, some of the people. So how are we going to unite? Let's not unite on language then. Forget about the language. Forget about uniting because of Tonga. Okay, you want to open a business? You want to open a school? What do people need? What does this guy need? Okay, this guy needs bricks. This guy needs this. This guy needs you. You have a big following to push him. Let's unite on that. Let's unite on a marketing campaign. We don't have to unite because you're Tonga. Let's speak Tonga. Like, it's boring, man. You won't even speak the Tonga. You'll butcher the Tonga. Let's speak a language where we can hear each other. Okay, ufunani ndo. I'm Tonga. You don't have to speak Tonga. You're Zulu. I can speak Zulu. Let's speak Zulu. Okay, ufunani. Like, okay, siyenzeni manje. Where do we go from here? Let's speak that. Let's go forward. We don't have to be going backwards, my brother. Like, wanting to change languages. Like, no, my brother. So black people, they need to just chill, my brother, and just accept that not everything will happen our way. That's one thing I had to realize as a black young man. Not everything will always happen my way, my brother. And I think even politicians are coming to that realization that they do want majority of the vote, but it will happen like that. So we easily get disappointed because we expect a lot from the world. We shouldn't try to change things that are out of our control, my brother. So people must just chill and just chill, man. Many people, they don't even know who they are, where they come from. They don't know their lineages, but they want to unite with other people so bad. They don't even know where they come from. They don't even know their aunties. They don't even know their father's sisters. They don't even know that their grandfathers had 5 wives. They don't even know, but they want to unite so bad with Nigerians. But with that being said, it doesn't mean you should hate the Nigerians. It doesn't mean you should invest your energy in being negative against the Nigerians. Just don't get involved if you don't want to unite with them. You know, but why should you fight them? You don't have to fight them. You don't have to fight Zimbabweans. You don't want to unite with them. Let them be. Don't even invest a campaign trying to paint them as bad people. Just let it go. You know, my brother.
Yes,
Yeah, I
you're
think
cutting,
I'll
but
close.
I'm hearing what you are saying, my lord.
Yes, my brother. So yeah, people must not expect a lot, from this world. After all, it's only God who can make things happen for them, my brother. It's not a politician. It's not a YouTuber.
Yes. No, thank you. Thank you so much, DQ. Thank you for accepting my invite. It's been months since I wanted to talk to you. I thought I was going to meet you, but distance has separated us. But I know, like you say, God is in control. So one day I will definitely meet you in person and, make a fun video. I'm sure that day we're going to record about 3 to 4 videos on different topics. Ghana, yes. This is in Ghana. Okay, in Nigeria. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to go to Listen to. Click the subscribe button. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Tell him if you want to see him do more of this collaboration with other YouTubers. It's really fun for me. I enjoy it actually. I did want to do more every month this year with other content creators because I enjoy listening to other people's perspective because it gives you a different side on how other people are thinking. So I would like to thank you, my brother, for honoring the invite and also giving us your time, more than 2 hours that you gave us. So I appreciate it so much, my brother. And I hope we can do
Thank you
this
very
again,
much,
even
my
if it's
brother.
not face to face, but I hope we can do this again. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna take my brother DQ out so we can do a closing with you guys.
Dango.
Oh, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to get today. That was uh, 2, 3. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 3 hours, 3 hours and a half with my brother Decent Q. I did record some of the conversation, actually the whole conversation, but the network was really bad. So I want to bring more content creators for you guys. I am buying equipment for my studio specifically, so that I can start, bringing more interviews, for you guys. So wait for that in the coming weeks, that we will be having more people coming to my studio, and also just speaking with content creators. And also, I want to do lives with my followers, my subscribers. But YouTube is not TikTok. And also, my issue is money and time. Time. Imali eningi, we are back. I did not hear you. Yeah, I was not talking. It was DQ's time to talk and him sharing his thoughts. I'm going to record more content for you guys to get in the morning. So again, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate it. and also for keeping it respectful with our brother DQ. Most of you agree with what he's saying. Africans should not expect a lot from other Africans, is his perspective, and do that. And do what Ntsiki did, King. Yeah, I will do it next time, not now, not today. I'll definitely do it. Add more people and you know have a talk with people. Now I want to put a day aside, maybe Friday, because Friday is honestly the only time I get. And now there's one of my boxers got a boxing contract to fight on the 22nd of March, so we're gonna be busy with that. The gala dinner of Paseta is going very well. Tickets are moving slow, but nevertheless they are moving. So I thank you everyone for supporting Paseta, and it's really a pleasure to be fighting with this vision of getting Africans to unite, build our own education schools. Don't be content with what we have, because what we have is schools in Africa, but we don't have African schools. So you guys know me. I'm all about African school, African malls. I'm all about Paseta being in every country, in Liberia, Uganda, Angola, Botswana, Lesotho, Namibia, and South Africa, every country to have its own Paseta so that it can enrich that culture in that country. It's a very fulfilling task for me. But like the Isenku said, it's going to take time. But for me, I'm all about saying we cannot be content to say, guys, English is the language. You can see what Donald Trump did to Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. It was very difficult to see a president being humbled like that. Once somebody funds you, once somebody funds you, they control you. And that is the reason why, as Paseta, we will not accept funding from these people. In fact, we have declined funding from people who are not African, because once they fund you, they control you. And the president of Ukraine did not think that you will get to that point. But once they fund you, once they help you, they control you. So let them take their AGOA, let them take their funding at PEPFAR, let them go. So let's make sure that we are building our own things as Africans, and stop looking for help outside. If help comes from Burkina Faso, let's take it. If help comes from Kenya, let's take it. But help from outside our country is something that we don't need. We don't need, because these people, they control you like puppets. I can imagine how you hold up my king, but keep it up. Yeah, no, no, it's not easy, Percy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Remember, as an African person, the first people you fight is Africans. Africans don't want to unite. Africans don't want Pan Africanism. Africans are content to say, let's just keep in our small corners. And that is the attitude that the African people have. There's nothing different from not wanting to unite from what the African people are doing. The African people don't want to unite with you guys. They want themselves in their own schools. So if you want yourself in your own corner, your own Xhosa corner, your own Tswana corner, that is the division that we don't want. So Zelensky is a shambles. He's in shambles now. Zelensky does not know what to do. He's gonna go back to Ukraine, and Ukrainians will look at him like a small boy. Because remember, even in Ukraine, there are some people that don't like him. They don't like him at all. There is no president that is loved by the whole country. No president that is loved by his whole country. Just like Donald Trump, people were protesting yesterday to remove Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So there's no president that is loved. Zelensky is also not loved in Ukraine by some people, the opposition party, and everyone. Africans can unite just step by step. It has to be step by step. It has to be step by step, but it has to start. We have to start. And the best way to start it is to start with the next generation. Because me and you, I have already failed, because our mind is already colonized. But let's start with the next generation, our children. Let's teach them unity. Let our child not see a difference between himself and a child from Lesotho, and stuff like that. They must just see a brother from another mother, like we like saying as African people. So I really enjoyed that conversation with this NQ. Um, he's one of the EFF fighters. Like he says, don't put too much faith and hope and expectations, even in political parties. The self-development is something that he likes a lot. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So thank you so much, guys. I must charge my phone. My phone has been on for 6 hours. 3 hours. So I have to charge it so that I can shoot more content for you guys for tomorrow morning. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan Africanism. I salute you.